सर ताकि धन की वृद्धि हो घर पर।
नहीं, नॉट रियली दैट।
Sir,
धनवंतरी की
today is
पूजा
the day of
बेसिकली क्या है?
medicinal.
धनवंतरी की पूजा क्या है कि ये जितने भी इनके कलश, हाथ में कलश में अमृत है, एंड इट इज अ इंडिकेशन ऑफ हैप्पीनेस, गुड हेल्थ। और गुड हेल्थ जो भी धनवंतरी है, इन्होंने ही पूरी मेडिसिन का आविष्कार किया है। तो ये माना जाता है कि आज के दिन इनकी पूजा करना से आपकी सेहत अच्छी रहती है, और जब सेहत अच्छी रहेगी तो आपके पास ऑटोमेटिकली धन आएगा और चीजें आएंगी। सो दिस इज एन इंडिकेशन ऑफ धनतेरस पूजा। और इसके चलते इस दिन जो भी चीज खरीदी जाती है वो उनको अर्पण करके तब इस्तेमाल में लिया जाता है। तो अभी मैं वही पूजा में था, इसके लिए मैं थोड़ा सा डिले हो गया। चलो, एनीवे, नाउ वी विल स्टार्ट ऑन। Yesterday we saw the complete 9 tasks of the GTO, and as per the promise, as per the assurance given to you, we will start with the group discussion today. Or you want me to start with the lecturate first?
Sir,
Sir, as per your wish. Sir, as
Okay.
per your wish.
GD.
Okay, I will tell you about GD. ग्रुप डिस्कशन जो आजकल है, पूरी तरीके से, चाहे कोई भी आप जॉब के लिए जाएं, किसी भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में जाएं, चाहे आर्म फोर्सेस में जाएं, चाहे आप किसी सिविल आउटफिट में जाएं, किसी भी जॉब में जाएं, वहां पे ग्रुप डिस्कशन एक अहम हिस्सा, इट इज एन एसेंशियल पार्ट ऑफ योर सिलेक्शन प्रोसेस। सो जीडी कहीं भी आप जाएंगे तो ये होगा ही होगा। एंड आर्म फोर्सेस में इसलिए होता है कि अनलेस you are in a position to convince your colleagues and prove your point as to what you are saying and what you really mean, और किस तरीके से अच्छे से मैनरिज्म के साथ, कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ, लॉजिकल वर्किंग के साथ, सब्जेक्ट मैटर के साथ आप उनको कन्विंस करते हैं, यही ग्रुप डिस्कशन के लिए देखा जाता है। तो प्रोसेस क्या होता है कि पहले जीटीओ will give you 2 tasks with the leads thereof, and he will ask you that please select any one of them. Once the group selects the topic, he will repeat the topic for the benefit of everyone, and thereafter he will give you 20 minutes for the discussion. 20 minutes can be plus minus 5. Generally it is around 20. So at the end of 20 minutes, he will give you a break, and second time he will give you the topic of his own choice, saying that, gentlemen, you had the topic of your choice earlier, now it is my turn to give you the topic. And the topic chosen by him is really based on the level of the group which he has been able to assess during the first group discussion. And believe you me, the group which comes for SSB there, no group is below average. Everyone is either the high average or above average. So the topic will also be accordingly. Sometime you get a topic where you will find that each lead given to you is also in a position to be taken as our GD topic by itself. So this is basically the manner that it is conducted. Now certain points which I was slightly touching yesterday, that when the group is formed after the first day, that is after your stage 1, that is the time you talk to your course group mates, group colleagues, and tell them, look, gentlemen, every one of us has to get selected. And if everyone has to get selected, we must not create a fish market. Try and convince them because it's the benefit of everyone. But फिर भी हमारे जैसे कुछ नालायक होते ही हैं, वो फिश मार्केट क्रिएट करेंगे. तो जब फिश मार्केट होता है, दैट इज द टाइम इट इज एडवाइज्ड फॉर यू टू कीप क्वाइट. डोंट से एनीथिंग. क्योंकि जब सारे लोग बोलना शुरू होंगे तो 1 या 2 मिनट के बाद वो खुद ही थक के चुप हो जाएंगे. एंड दैट इज द टाइम यू स्टार्ट. बट डोंट पार्टिसिपेट, डोंट be a member of that fish market. Unnecessary आपको भी वही नोटिंग मिल जाएगी कि he is the one who creates fish market. So that is the time you are advised to keep quiet, and at the opportune moment, please open up. And remember, it is 20 minutes and the group is of 10. Which precisely means that every individual is not likely to get more than 2 or 3 minutes. So suggestively, whenever you open up, emphasize 2 or 3 major points to support your argument, to support your view of thinking. Whatever you want to say about the topic, select 1 or 2 major points and look towards others so that they also participate. Remember, ये झगड़ा नहीं है, आर्गुमेंट नहीं है. किसी के बोलने पे आपको ये नहीं पूछना है कि you have said this, why? No. If somebody has said something, either you agree with that point, and if you don't agree, just say, sorry gentlemen, I do not agree with chest number so and so, and I have a different view. And thereafter, when you have a different view, and then you give out your thinking and your logic. क्योंकि 20 मिनट के अंदर आप लोगों को 2 मिनट से ज्यादा मौका नहीं मिलेगा बात करने का. एंड यू मस्ट मेक श्योर कि यू डोंट कंटिन्यूअसली स्पीक. उसमें क्या होगा कि वो आपके नाम पे ये लग जाएगा कि दिस मैन इज doesn't want to give a chance to everyone and he is dominating. So you should not be dominating, you should be a part of your group. And that is where exactly I was saying that group dynamics. Group dynamics क्या है? कोई खास चीज नहीं है सिवाय इसके कि उस ग्रुप में कभी आप इनिशिएटिव ले रहे होंगे, कभी आप चुपचाप सुन रहे होंगे, और कभी एक दूसरे का सपोर्ट दे रहे होंगे, आप उसके पॉइंट को एग्री कर रहे होंगे या डिसएग्री कर रहे होंगे. सिमिलरली व्हेन यू फेस्टिवल में आप लोगों के होता है घर में, अगर somebody says कि यस हम दिवाली के टाइम पे इस जगह से बिजली लगाएंगे, लड़ियां लगाएंगे, तो आप का भाई ये भी कह सकता है कि नहीं यहाँ पे अच्छी मिलती है, यहाँ इसके अच्छी मिलती है. सो विच प्रिसाइजली मीन्स कि ही इज सजेस्टिंग अ बेटर प्लेस एज पर हिम. तो यही चीज आपकी ग्रुप डायनेमिक्स में है. ग्रुप डायनेमिक्स में ये नहीं है कि आप डोमिनेट करें, आप किसी की अगले की बात ना सुने. बेसिकली ग्रुप है एक दूसरे के साथ सुनना है और एक दूसरे की बात को या तो एग्री करना है, या अगर आप उस पॉइंट को अपोज करते हैं या आप उस पॉइंट से एग्री नहीं करते हैं तो आपको अकॉर्डिंगली बोलना है. I will give you an example, and at the same time remember, this is not very necessary that you open up the discussion. No, not at all. लोगों को ये मिथ है कि नहीं, हम बोलेंगे सबसे पहले तो हमारे पॉइंट ज्यादा होंगे या जीटीओ की नजरों में हम बहुत अच्छे हो जाएंगे. नो, नॉट एट ऑल. द पर्सन हु ओपन्स अप द ग्रुप डिस्कशन, it's a very important role, and at the same time it is very risky as well. Why it is very important? Because then he has to give out the lead to that topic. And very risky. Why? Because if he doesn't give that proper lead, then there is likely to be a chaos and there is likely to be created a fish market. Now I'll give you a story of my GD when I went to SSB in 1968. The topic given to us by the GTO was very simple, and that time we never used to have any lead. We used to have something plus minus or merits or demerits, and that was taken as a lead also. So the topic given to us by the GTO was, has Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru done good for India or otherwise? So नेहरू जी तो 27 मई 1964 को चले गए थे, तो उनका नाम लेना कोई खराब बात नहीं थी. And this I'm talking of 1968. The first speaker said Nehru has done fantastically well. Obviously, उस समय सब लोग यही समझते थे कि पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू ने बहुत अच्छे अच्छे काम किए हैं, कंट्री के लिए बहुत बेनिफिट किया है. So he spoke 2-3 points in favor of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru having done good for India. And second gentleman also agreed with him and supported his viewpoint and also gave an additional 1 or 2 points. Ab Nehru ji or 68, so as far as I was concerned, he was very good in my eyes also. But I said, यार अगर मैं भी वही बोलूंगा तो फिर डिस्कशन क्या होगा? ये तो एक फाइनल हो गया कि सारे लोग एग्री कर गए, तो डिस्कशन तो हुआ ही नहीं. So accordingly, I was the person to speak at the third level, third place. And I said, I do not agree with the views projected by first two gentlemen. And then I gave my logic as to why. Because those two gentlemen had taken that he's the man who gave industries as the priority one, and that is what has taken the country up. And I again went like this, no, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru went wrong in his priorities, and first priority should have been agriculture, because India is an agricultural country, and unless the food is there, people are satisfied, people are happy, people are well fed, only then they can work in the industries or anywhere else. So industry should have been the second priority. And I kept on adding little more points. Then I gave it to others. Then again I spoke second time, and I spoke only 2 times. But at the end of 20 minutes, all other 7 colleagues of my group, they agreed, yes, the priority, agriculture should have been the priority 1, and industrial development should have been the priority 2. And there were few more points which you can now think of, because whatever he has done so far for our country, India, you know by and large as to how many blunders he committed. हमने तो खाली इसलिए लिया था कि नहीं यार, सारे लोग ऐसे ही बोलेंगे तो हम फिर डिस्कशन क्या होगा. So same thing you must keep in mind. So it's not necessary that you open the GD. You can be a second speaker, you can be a third speaker, and so on. So this is as far as your initial opening of GD is concerned. और कोई नया पॉइंट जो आपको दिया गया है जीडी में वही रखिए, उसको कोई और लीड पे मत ले जाइए, कोई नया चीज मत बोलिए। एंड बी वेरी वेरी स्वीट। जब आप बोलेंगे इट मस्ट बी विथ कॉन्फिडेंस, योर फ्लुएंसी, योर स्पीच मस्ट बी करेक्ट, एंड यू शुड बी facing your group members. Caution against, don't look towards your GTO. Let the GTO do his job. और बार बार उसी पॉइंट को आप मत emphasize करें। एक दो बार आपने पॉइंट दे दिए, leave it, and in case somebody opposes it, try and give your logic once again. This is the beauty of your group discussion. And don't shout, speak in that voice modulation should be that everybody should be in a position to hear and not shouting. It should be concise and to the point. Now, एक चीज इसमें बच्चों को जो डाउट रहता है कि सर अगर हमें लीड दी गई है and if I select particular lead to start with, if I change my lead and agree with somebody else, will that be bad? No, it will not be bad. But once you have chosen a lead, try and convince others that what you thinking, what your priority is better than the other one. This is how you should do. See, I could have agreed with all other 7 when they were saying industry is the first priority. But I did not agree. I did not change. I continued to tell them and convince them that agriculture should be the first priority. And I even said this, army marches on stomach. अगर इंसान भूखा है तो वो क्या काम करेगा? कुछ भी काम नहीं कर सकता। अगर पेट में अग्नि है, ज्वाला लगी है, तो आपका कंसंट्रेशन होगा ही नहीं। आप किसी इक्विपमेंट पे बैठे हैं या कहीं इंडस्ट्री में हैं, तो वहां आपका परफॉर्मेंस विल नॉट बी देयर। It may be only 50% or 60%, but not 100%. But if your stomach is full, you have had a good diet, you will be able to work well. और आज भी अगर आप देख लीजिए, भूखे इंसान से आप कोई आशा नहीं रख सकते। एक बार जब इंसान को भूख लगती है तो वो सारी चीजें ऊपर रख देता है और आगे चल देता है। So what I am trying to say कि unless the country takes care of food part of every individual, it's not really practical to take care of anything else. It is also said that if you're lost in a jungle, or if a soldier is there in the jungle, he would prefer कि मेरे पास रोटी हो, बुलेट नहीं चाहिए, क्योंकि अगर बुलेट होगी भी तो वो कुछ नहीं कर सकेगा। बट अगर उसके पास रोटी है, he has food with him, he can survive in the jungle and come out. क्योंकि हथियार उसको लेके नहीं जा पाएंगे जंगल से बाहर, उसको उसकी भूख लेके संतुष्टि के साथ वो निकल सकेगा। और इसी चीज को ध्यान में रखते हुए हमारे एक प्रधानमंत्री थे, श्री लाल बहादुर शास्त्री, जिन्होंने 1965 वॉर में उस समय प्रधानमंत्री थे। He gave the motto to the country, जय जवान जय किसान। What he really meant कि अगर आज के दिन आपके पास रोटी पहुंच रही है, खाना पहुंच रहा है, तो इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ द किसान। और आप उस रोटी को आराम से शांति से बैठ के खा पा रहे हैं, इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ द जवान। And this is true as of date also. If the farmer is not earning enough in the farm, in his fields, you will not get the correct, you will not get the food on your table. You see the condition, what is happening in any war. The same condition happens. आपको रोटी नहीं मिलती ठीक से, आपको शांति से लिंग नहीं मिलती. So as far as the discussion is concerned, must pay attention to that basic aspect, and no harm done in case you come down to the reality of the topic. For example, अगर एक टॉपिक है जिसमें कहा जाए कि आपकी क्या प्रायोरिटी होगी, पॉपुलेशन कंट्रोल होगा या एजुकेशन सिस्टम होगा या फिर रिजर्वेशन सिस्टम होगा, तो जनरली पीपल टेक कि नहीं एजुकेशन होगी तो बाकी चीजें हो जाएंगी, रिजर्वेशन होगा तो बाकियों को अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगी काम करने की. बट अगर आपकी पॉपुलेशन कंट्रोल नहीं है तो बेसिक फंडामेंटल ऑफ इकोनॉमी इज डिफीटेड. व्हाई? बिकॉज डिमांड एंड सप्लाई is the basis of any economy. अगर आपके पास में डिमांड ज्यादा है, सप्लाई कम है, the cost will go up. People will be hungry. People will be after the blood of each other. But अगर आपके पास में डिमांड कम है, सप्लाई ज्यादा है, so everyone is contented. So think it that way as a practical man what is there. I'm likely to give you a topic of this nature. Okay? We move further.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely fine.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And remember, your mannerism hold a key to everything. And why I say that? There is a saying, good manners, if you have an egg to be boiled, then good manners are the best ways to boil an egg. अगर आपकी मैनर्स अच्छी हैं, आपका पॉइंट पुट अप करने का तरीका अच्छा है, तो अगला आदमी चाहे जैसा हो वो उस चीज से एग्री कर जाएगा. So like I'll tell you a case with me which happened. I'm a gunner, artillery officer. And whenever we have a course, it is at School of Artillery, Devlali. So I was going for an advanced gunnery course. And I was going from a peace station. So normally peace station से आने पे they don't give you a family accommodation. They give you bachelor's accommodation in the mess. But before the course started, a month before that, I wrote them a letter giving out certain points which might affect the psychology of any individual. And there I was given the permission to bring my family, and I was given the family accommodation. So this is how you approach, how you project your point, and similar is the thing in your GD. Linked with it is your lecturate. Lecturate, sorry? Any doubts? Somebody said? Anyone wants to? Sorry?
No, sir. No one have doubt, sir. Continue, sir.
Okay, good.
Please continue.
To sum up the points in this, your grasp of the topic, your participation, your mannerism, and tact of encouraging, knowledge, depth of view, logic, and convincing ability, they are the main factors. And why it is a tactic of encouraging? Let's say chess number 1 has given out a point, and if you want to agree with this point, you can always say the point projected by chess number 1 is very good, and thereafter you support him. So you have encouraged him and you have shown your mannerism, you have participated and you have given out your points. Okay? And remember, stress आपको उस समय भी हो ही रहा होगा, but try and maintain the cheerfulness on your face. Be soft. Okay? Now I move to the lecturate. Now in lecturate, how it is done? There are various topic cards which are kept on a table, which will be next to the GTO or to his side. The group will be seated in front, and the group one by one as per the chess number will come up. First candidate will come, pick up a card and go back in the rear, select a topic out of the 4 topics given in the card, prepare it for 3 minutes, and at the end of 3 minutes, come in front of the group and deliver the lecture on the topic chosen by him for 3 minutes. And when he is giving the lecture for 3 minutes, the second candidate would have got up, gone to the table, picked up the second card or any other card of his, whichever comes to him, goes in the rear and prepares. Now the topics in the card are 4. And all these topics are of general nature. Sometimes they are of technical, scientific, or very, very general nature. Now, how you select a topic? You should select a topic on which you are very, very confident to speak on. It's not necessary if you, जैसे कल एक ने पूछा था कि अगर मेरे को मिल गया my favorite hero. So this topic is not very easy. But why is he your favorite as compared to anybody else? That is the main aspect that you have to touch upon. So वो टॉपिक आपको लगता जरूर है कि वो आसान है, पर वो आसान नहीं होता है. अगर इसी की जगह हम दे दें global warming, so global warming appears that it's a very topic of a very high value. It is, but at the same time, there's plenty lot of material on it that you can include, which precisely means कि अवेलेबिलिटी तो बहुत है. जब अवेलेबिलिटी बहुत है तो आप किस तरीके से उस पॉइंट को लेके लाते हैं और 3 मिनट के अंदर आप बोलते हैं, वो आपकी काबिलियत है. दैट इज योर क्वालिटी दैट इज सीन. ओके. नाउ जो भी आप टॉपिक लेते हैं उसका बोलने के बाद में उसका इम्पैक्ट आपके ग्रुप पे क्या है, दैट इज व्हाट सपोज्ड टू बी. दैट मींस whatever the way you are saying, is the group paying attention to you or just looking away from you. So remember, as a group, and the group dynamics also tells you that even if you don't like, even if you don't want to listen, please continue to pay attention to your colleague who is giving out his lecture, which precisely means that group is cohesive. And if a group is cohesive, there is all the possibility of maximum students getting selected from that group. I'll quote the example of my own SSB that time. We were 3 groups running that time. And each group was of 8 students. And ours was the 3rd group. First 2 group, 1 to 8, then 9 to 16, and then 17 to 24. The students in the first two groups were also very good, but they were not of the cohesive nature, and that we could make out कि अगर कोई भी काम हो रहा होता था तो ग्रुप एक साथ नहीं खड़ा होता था, दो अलग खड़े हो रहे होते थे, दो तीन अलग खड़े हो रहे थे। पर हमारे यहाँ क्या था, हमारे ग्रुप में चाहे जो जैसा भी था, बट वी ऑल 8 वर्क टुगेदर। हंस रहे हैं तो इकट्ठा है, रो रहे हैं तो इकट्ठा है, पानी पीने हैं तो इकट्ठा जाते हैं। एंड अल्टीमेटली एट द एंड when the results were announced, first two groups were totally washed out, and from our group we were 8 of us and 4 got selected. So this is what happens of a group which is cohesive, and we have that ग्रुप में जुड़ के रहो। यहाँ पे गलत नहीं होगा जो राज कपूर के पिक्चर में था, जीना यहाँ मरना यहाँ, इसके सिवा जाना कहाँ। दैट मीन्स अगर आप एक ग्रुप में आ गए हैं तो आपको ग्रुप के साथ ही निभाना है और ग्रुप के साथ ही चलना है। अगर आप ये नहीं करेंगे तो ये मान के चलिए कि यू आर अवे फ्रॉम एवरीबडी एल्स। हो सकता है आप बहुत अच्छे हों, बट जब ग्रुप की बात आएगी तो आप उसमें मिसफिट होंगे। अगर आप ग्रुप के साथ नहीं रह सकते, आप अपने कलीग्स को साथ नहीं ले सकते, आप अपने सबऑर्डिनेट्स को साथ नहीं ले सकते, तो बैटलफील्ड में आप क्या करेंगे? सो विच प्रिसाइजली मीन्स कि हमारे में क्या क्वालिटी होनी चाहिए? I should be able to adjust with my seniors. I should do laugh and be happy with my colleagues, and I should be an example to my subordinates. You understood the difference. You should be acceptable to your subordinates. You should be mingle around with your colleagues, and you should be an example to your subordinates. That is what an officer is expected to be. And if you keep all these things in mind, you will find that nobody can beat you, nobody can pull you down. और जीटीओ के जितने भी टास्क हैं, मैक्सिमम में आपकी यही चीज देखी जाती है. It is basically a group activity. And when group activity is there, how you behave in that group, sometime you may be taking initiative in your group, sometime you may be following each other, or sometime you may be just mouth shut and helping each other. And if you're doing this, let me tell you, you are the best person. Okay? So this is where, and वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन के लिए एक थोड़ा सा चीज मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगा कि जब आप बोलते हैं तो आपकी आवाज में एक सीधी लय नहीं होनी चाहिए. कभी आपका एम्फेसिस किसी चीज पे होगा, कभी आप धीमे से बोल रहे होंगे. दैट मीन्स योर वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन शुड बी समथिंग ऑफ दिस नेचर. टेक द एग्जांपल, जब आपका ईसीजी हो रहा होता है, अगर वहां स्ट्रेट लाइन आती है तो इसका क्या मतलब है? द पर्सन इज डेड. बट इफ द ईसीजी ग्राफ इज लाइक दिस, दैट मीन्स द पर्सन इज हैप्पी एंड अलाइव. सो योर वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन शुड ऑल्सो बी दैट. एंड वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन अच्छा होगा तो आपको लोग ग्रुप में सुनेंगे भी और आपके साथ भी रहेंगे. Okay, any doubts so far?
Yes, sir, I have a doubt.
Yes. I'm looking for that.
Sir, what should be the frequency during the lectures?
Sorry. Come again.
Sir, what should be the frequency of speaking during the lectures?
यार लेक्चरेट तो इंडिविजुअल का ही है ना. तो फ्रीक्वेंसी
नहीं
तो
सर,
मतलब ही नहीं
वो
है। 3 मिनट
फ्रीक्वेंसी
आपको मिलते हैं, 3 मिनट में आपको बोलना है।
Sir,
Sir, in the
बोलो।
lecture,
sir, my doubt is that if we have done our narration within 3 minutes or less than 3 minutes, then shall we stop there?
Okay, that's a very genuine doubt that you have asked for. Now, I would suggest that whatever time you speak, whether you speak for a minute, or you speak for a minute and a half, or you speak for 2 minutes, or you speak for 3 minutes, but whatever time you speak, it should be continuous. There should be no gaps. You should not be wanting for words while you are giving out a lecture. That means अगर 1 मिनट भी आप बोल रहे हैं तो लगातार कॉन्फिडेंसली बोलिए, उसमें आप गैप्स मत दें। गैप्स देने में आपका लगता है कि आप सोचने लगेंगे, वो प्लीज अवॉइड दैट, वो चीज मत करिए।
Thank you, sir.
Sir, can we start from a quote when we start the lecturate?
या फिर
Okay,
कहीं ना
sir.
कहीं किसी सेंटर में ये भी बोला जाता है कि जब आप लेक्चरेट के लिए आएंगे तो आपको अपना नाम बोलना होगा और साथ ही साथ आपकी क्या क्वालिफिकेशन है वो बोलना होगा, एंड किस जगह से आप आ रहे हैं वो बोलना होगा। दैट इज व्हाट दे सी। लाइक फॉर मी, इफ आई हैव टू से, if I have to start my lecture and as per the policy followed in a particular SSB, I would have to say Pramod, graduate Lucknow, finished. That means I've given out my name, I've given out my qualification, and I have also given out the name, place that I come from. Or remember, before the commencement of any task, GTO definitely he briefs every aspect, what is expected of you and what you're required to do. Please pay total 100% attention to his words. ये मत
Jain sir,
देखना
I
कि
have a doubt.
वो कपड़े कैसे पहना है, स्मार्ट कितना है, वो डोंट लुक टुवर्ड्स दैट, दे आर जस्ट flimsy things. Look towards, pay attention to his words, what he's saying, and at the once he finishes the briefing, then you start off.
Sir, I have a doubt regarding
Yes,
lecture.
yeah, bolo.
Yes, sir. My doubt is that I am pursuing BSc Honors Mathematics. So, what should I say in declaring my studies in
Qualification.
lecturate? Yes, qualification.
Now you are pursuing the final year or second year.
Sir, I am pursuing final year from Banaras Hindu University.
Okay, then simply say I'm in the final year of so and so.
BSc Honors Mathematics.
Yes, that's all.
And sir, for same
Sir, do
also
we
for
have to introduce ourselves in the lecturate?
कुछ बोर्ड्स ये कहते हैं कि आप अपना नाम बताइए, अपनी क्वालिफिकेशन बताइए और आप कहां से आ रहे हैं वो बताइए। ये हर जगह यूनिफॉर्म नहीं है, पर कहीं ना कहीं किसी बोर्ड में इट इज नॉट, दैट इज वेयर आई सेड कि जीटीओ विल डेफिनेटली ब्रीफ यू। एंड व्हाई इट इज देयर, क्योंकि डिफरेंट कहीं ना कहीं ये चीज कहते हैं कि आप इंट्रोड्यूस कर दो। व्हाई? बिकॉज प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ द बोर्ड फील्स कि दैट ईच इंडिविजुअल, if he gives out this, the other people are familiar as to what he is and what is expected of him. If he is a graduate or if he is completing his graduation in 3rd degree maths के साथ है, तो definitely his selection of topic will be accordingly. You understand? क्योंकि आप जो टॉपिक जो सेलेक्ट करेंगे, आप जो टॉपिक सेलेक्ट करेंगे आप अपनी जानकारी के हिसाब से करेंगे ना,
Yes,
जो
got it, sir.
आपकी नॉलेज होगी उसी हिसाब से करेंगे। अब मेरी कोई नॉलेज नहीं थी जब मैं गया था 68 में। आई वॉज अ वेरी normal individual. So the topic that I had selected was a beggar problem. And I spoke so much that GTO had to tell me, please sit down.
Sir, how to organize
इसमें
lecture?
क्या होता है, लेक्चरेट में क्या होता है कि आपको 3 मिनट तो मिलते हैं, पर 2.5 मिनट जब हो जाते हैं, 2.5 minutes, that is the time he taps. That is the signal for you that your timing is getting over. And try and not cross over 3 minutes. Be within that. So suggestively, your lecture topic should be continuously speaking for 1.5 to 2.5. इतनी प्लानिंग आप करके चलें। और इसका सबसे अच्छा तरीका क्या है कि आप कोई सा भी टॉपिक ले लीजिए, शीशे के सामने खड़े होइए, stand in front of mirror, please give it out and at the same time record it also. तो जब आप शीशे के सामने खड़े होंगे तो आपकी पूरी बॉडी लैंग्वेज आपको समझ में आ जाएगी कि आप कितना हाथ हिला रहे हैं या नहीं हिला रहे हैं, या किस तरफ से बोल रहे हैं, कैसा आपका चेहरा हो रहा है उस टाइम पे। और जब आप रिकॉर्डिंग वाली आपको सुनेंगे तो आपकी आवाज का किस तरीके से लय है, ऊपर नीचे जा रही है, या वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन में कितना चेंजेस चाहिए, दैट यू विल गेट इट। एंड लेट मी टेल यू माय डियर, एन इंडिविजुअल इज द बेस्ट पर्सन फॉर इंप्रूवमेंट। हम आपको कोई चीज ऐसे नहीं कर सकते कि नहीं बेटा तुम ऐसे ही करो। क्यों? क्योंकि जिस टाइम पे आप एसएसबी में होंगे, जिस टाइम पे आप अपने ग्रुप के साथ होंगे, अगर आप वहां ये सोचना शुरू करेंगे कि मेरे को पीडब्ल्यू का जो ये क्लास हुआ था उसमें मेरे को क्या बोला गया था, नो, प्लीज बी देयर एंड एसएसबी से कुछ दिन पहले अपने दिमाग को बिल्कुल शांत रखो, बिल्कुल फ्री रखो, जिसमें कि वहां जाने पे यू आर टोटली फ्रेश एंड योर आइडियाज आर टोटली एब्सोल्युटली ओरिजिनल। अगर आप ये सोचने लगोगे कि मेरे को क्या बोला गया था, वहीं पे आप कंफ्यूजन में आ जाओगे एंड यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू परफॉर्म योर बेस्ट। सो बेस्ट इज कि एसएसबी शुरू होने से 4 दिन 5 दिन पहले enjoy, mix around with your friends, and well, I would only say this: love everyone and go for SSB and start afresh and act as per the situation that time. जैसा आपको मौका लगे, do it. See, I went to my college. When I went to my college, तो कॉलेज में रैगिंग तो होती है, नॉर्मल है। तो हमारे कॉलेज के सामने एक कैंटीन थी, तो रैगिंग के लिए वहां की बुला लिया जाता था, क्योंकि कॉलेज के प्रेमाइसेस में अंदर होंगे तो शायद कोई ना कोई प्रोफेसर परेशान करेगा या कुछ पूछ लेगा। तो वो कैंटीन सामने थी, अक्रॉस द रोड, वहां बुला लिया जाता था। तो हम भी गए रैगिंग के लिए, बुलाए गए। तो somebody said कि give him a cigarette to smoke. तो अदर चैप सेड कि वाई, क्यों इनको सिगरेट दी जाएगी, इनको तो बीड़ी दो। तो हमने एक छोटी सी गाली दी। हमने कहा साले शर्म नहीं आती तुम्हें, खुद साले सिगरेट पी रहे हो और हमें सिगरेट नहीं दे रहे हो। सो आई मिंगल्ड अराउंड विद देम सो मच that after about 5 minutes they said you are a part of us, and ultimately I was the unanimous elected representative of my arts faculty, art side. तो बेटा वो तो आपको क्या आपने एक्चुअल में करना है वो आपको उस टाइम पे ही समझ में आएगा। And that is why I said, I think yesterday, and if I have not said, then I'll say it right now. This human mind here is so complex that it behaves differently under different circumstances, with a different set of people and at a different temperature also. अगर मेरे को खूब गर्मी लग रही है, धूप लगा है, तो मेरा दिमाग उतना ही उसी तरीके से काम करेगा। पर अगर मैं कंफर्टेबल हूं, जैसा मैंने बताया था कि अगर आदमी की पेट शांत है तो हिज परफॉर्मेंस वुड बी द बेस्ट। सो पी आप यहां से जो हम लोग पढ़ाते हैं या हम लोग आपको समझा रहे हैं, टेक अ लीड फ्रॉम इट, अंडरस्टैंड इट, बट एक्ट as per the situation that time at that very moment with that group. हो सकता है कि आपको गाली देना अच्छा ना लगता हो, बट अगर आप में ग्रुप में देख रहे हैं कि 2-3 लोग साले गाली देने हैं, उसके अलावा गाली से काम नहीं बनता, वो डू इट यार, क्योंकि आपकी ओरिजिनलिटी तो कहीं जाएगी नहीं. बट व्हाट यू आर डूइंग, यू आर शेयरिंग विद दैट ग्रुप. बहुत से लोग कहते नहीं यार लड़कियों की तरफ मत देखो. व्हाई नॉट? यू आर अ ह्यूमन बीइंग, व्हाई नॉट? इट्स अ वेरी नेचुरल वे. जो साइकोलॉजी अगर आप पढ़ें तो साइकोलॉजी में सीधा बताया गया है कि दिस इज अ वेरी नॉर्मल बिहेवियर, कोई खराब नहीं है. सो बी नेचुरल, बी टोटल नॉर्मल, डोंट ट्राई एंड copy anybody else or implicate anybody else. Be yourself. जो आप हैं वो ही सबसे अच्छा है. इसीलिए जब आप अपने को ओरिजिनल रखेंगे तो आपके एक्शन भी अच्छे आएंगे, आपके व्यूज अच्छे आएंगे और आपका सब चीज अच्छी जाएगी. कोई बता सकता है कि आपने क्या किया क्या नहीं किया? कोई नहीं बता सकता. कि मैं आपको बता सकता हूं कि आपको के सामने अगर कोई सांप आ जाएगा या शेर आ जाएगा तो आप क्या करेंगे? नहीं बता सकता मैं, क्योंकि उस समय आपका माइंड जो काम करेगा, जो हरकत करेगा, जो एक्ट करेगा, जो रिएक्ट करेगा, that will be entirely based on your own personality, and that is what we are looking for. We are looking for those people who are totally original, who have no copy. And that is why certain time you find that all those guys, all those people who are trained at a particular academy, and they tend to follow the same line what as per the academy, they don't get selected. But the day they come out their original, they get selected. So remember this. It is a whatever we are saying, it is just a guideline. But taking this guideline, then you come back to your original self. और हर शख्स, हर इंसान, हर बच्चा डिफरेंट है और उसकी क्वालिटीज अलग हैं. और वो जो आज 15 क्वालिटीज आपको बताई जाती हैं अंडर 4 फैक्टर्स, every individual has it. You also have it. Which the only thing is you are not conscious of it, and we don't want you to be conscious of. We want you to be original self. जैसे आप हो वैसे ही बिहेव करो. अगर आपको बीच में कहीं लगता है कि आप इंग्लिश नहीं बोल पा रहे हैं तो आप हिंदी में बोलें, पर प्लीज बी योर ओरिजिनल, बी योर सेल्फ. हमें वो इंसान चाहिए जो कि अच्छा है. इसके बारे में जब मैं आपको OLQ का क्लास कभी लूंगा, अगर ये उन्होंने दिया मेरे को, तो आई विल टेल यू दैट इज व्हाट वी आर लुकिंग फॉर. हम ओरिजिनल चीज चाहिए हमें. और क्यों ओरिजिनल चाहिए? कि अगर बच्चा ओरिजिनल है तो उसका ट्रेनेबिलिटी फैक्टर भी अच्छा होगा. और ट्रेनेबिलिटी क्या है? कि हम उसको एक सही ढर्रे पे लगाते हैं. इसीलिए हम जब आपको समझा रहे थे, आप लोगों ने शायद कल किसी ने पूछा था कि सर इंडिविजुअल ऑब्स्टिकल में हम 10 के 10 ना करें तो क्या होगा? तो मैंने ये एग्जांपल भी दी थी कि कुछ ऐसे भी बच्चे हैं जो who have done no obstacle but they have qualified, and there are people who have repeated also but they have not qualified. What does it mean? It simply means we are looking for that person who is original. And as far as the doing of the obstacle is concerned, whether it is individual obstacles, whether it is your group obstacle race, whether it is your PGT, इसमें खाली आपकी मेंटल फैकल्टी देखी जाती है. और जो प्रैक्टिकल करने का तरीका, जब इंडिविजुअल ऑब्स्टिकल में आप कहते हो कि हम नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, वर्टिकल रोप हम नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, या टार्जन स्विंग हम नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, ये तो जब आप एकेडमी में जाएंगे तो वहां पे आपको APTC के उस्ताद होंगे आर्मी फिजिकल ट्रेनिंग कोर के. They will train you, they will teach you, and you will be the person who will pick up everything. So the trainability factor we give it in the SSB conference time pe. So remember, my dear, to be your original self and to be pure. अगर आपकी स्लेट, यहाँ की स्लेट साफ है तो वो लिखी जा सकती है, पर अगर इस जगह कंफ्यूजन बैठा है तो उस कंफ्यूजन को साफ करने में ही वक्त निकल जाएगा. अब एक आध लेक्चर ले लें.
Yes, sir.
Very good, excellent. Now I'll give you a topic and I will tell you which board it is from at the end of the lecture. Juvenile crime. You got the topic?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Now please raise your hand whoever wants to start off. You take time for preparation. Juvenile crime.
Sir, can you repeat the topic?
ये इतनी प्यारी सी आवाज किसकी है यार? कौन इतनी प्यारी आवाज में बोला, बताइए. कौन था जिसने ये बोला?
Sir,
अरे
ठाकुर.
नहीं, जिसने ये बोला ना कि रिपीट द टॉपिक और इतनी प्यारी आवाज में बोला यार, हमारी तो तबीयत खुश हो गई. Juvenile crime. That means a crime committed by a person below the age of 18. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So जो पूछ रहा था मेरे से शख्स, उसको समझ में आ गया?
Yes, sir.
Excellent, very good. I got the same voice now. So take 2 minutes or 3 minutes for preparation, and then I want somebody to speak it up. Whosoever is ready, please show me thumb. Ritik, you are ready? Jayesh Kushwaha?
Yes, sir.
Who is ready? Tell me.
Sir, I'm ready.
Sir,
Are who's ready? Aditya. Please
Yes, sir.
take on. Please start. Comments.
So juvenile crimes in our country are one of the serious concerns. Children below the age of 18 commit crimes which are very grave in order, and they go unnoticed by the authorities because of the rules. Since the authorities have to focus on the child to get him on the right path, they follow a different procedure for them, which in turn jeopardizes the justice system. Just take for an example the Pune crash. The 17-year-old boy killed two of the girls, killed two people. And what happened? It was not just the bribe that his dad paid. It was also about how we failed as a society to get justice to the dead. And just this way, we can't stop the crimes. We need to get some very good ways to tackle them. Speedy justice is very much needed in our country. So is this enough, or I have to go on?
आदित्य, जितना भी तुमने बोला है,
Yes, sir.
बहुत अच्छा बोला है, बट प्लीज इसमें गैप मत देना. जो बाद में तुम चुप हो गए ना,
Yes, sir.
तो वो चुप मत हो. उसके बाद में स्ट्रेट अवे से आई फिनिश्ड.
Oh, yes, sir.
Now,
All right.
Sir, can I try?
कुछ चीजें इसमें हैं जो आपने बताई कि अभी एक ऐसी रूलिंग है कि अगर वो रेप के केस में है बच्चा, तो वो 16 इयर्स पे भी ट्राई किया जा सकता है. अब इसमें जो तुम शुरू में कह रहे थे, ग्रेविटी तुम लेके आए थे. सो व्हाट इज देयर that gravity of the crime should be taken into account, not the age. And at the same time, society is also equally responsible for making that person go that way. And why it happens? Now, the come link it with population also. अगर population ज़्यादा है, तो availability of material is not there with everyone. And ultimately, जो जिस चीज से अलग होता है, उसकी इच्छा उस तरफ से बढ़ती है. What precisely I'm saying कि अगर मेरे को 10 पैसे की जरूरत है and I'm a beggar, so I will definitely be trying to steal something, कि चोरी करूंगा मैं. So उस जगह आपको आना चाहिए कि it is the gravity of the crime committed should be taken into account and not the age, and accordingly the punishment should be faster. The courts का जो हमारे यहाँ है procedure भी कि it delays over years together. That should not be there. So when you are dealing with this topic, touch these aspects also. Sometimes it happens कि the person is below 18 years of age, and by the time the decision is given, he is above the 18 years of age. So this also should be taken into account. And this topic was given in 33 SSB Bhopal. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now I'll give another topic.
Sir, can I try, sir?
Sir,
Yeah. Who's the gentleman?
Sir,
Sir,
can I try
Avinash.
topic juvenile
Okay.
crime speak?
Yeah, you want to speak on?
Yes, sir, I
Priya.
want to speak.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, can I start, sir, now?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. I'm listening.
So, yes, sir. So, gentlemen, today my lecture topic is juvenile crime. I will first start by explaining the topic at what it is. The topic is juvenile crime, which knows that a person who is less than 18-year-old is being treated by our constitution. What kind of punishment is given to the people? Recently, since our independence, we have seen that a person who is less than 18 is not getting any strict punishment. Only the people was sent to the places like Bal Sudhar Kendra, where they only get some education and awareness that the crime which they committed previously should not commit in the upcoming life, and they were just sent off by the government. And after that, we have also seen that people is still committing crime after that also. So now our Indian penal code has been changed to Samvidhan Samhita, in which they have taken that some strict action against the people who are less than 18 and committing crimes, which I think is given some opportunity or some threat to the people who are committing crime less than 18 years. And also we have seen in the case of Nirbhaya, a person who was engaged in the crime was less than 18 years, who didn't get any type of punishment, and still he's out of the jail. Still he is out of the jail. So, sir, I think that is a thing. And also we are making some laws nowadays to a person who is less than 18 are not going to commit any crime. And also I think if we will increase the education level in our country and also the awareness level, the amount of crime which is committed by the people who is less than 18 year will be stopped. And through this, our people will be more safer, more successful in their life. And the type of education system is been increasing nowadays because we have some online platforms which giving quality education to people. And also the awareness schemes is being launched by some NGOs in the local society, where the people who can afford education is getting now. So in my point of view, recently our government has done a lot of work to reduce these type of crimes, and we have seen some effects on that, sir. That is it.
Absolutely fine. First class. I'm very happy that you spoke. Whatever you spoke continuously and well. It was related to subject. That means logical point आपके थे and very good suggestion that you gave in the end. Excellent. Very good.
Sir, I also want to.
So can I give?
sir,
Yeah,
one
who's
more
that?
point can be added to it,
Sir, can I?
that
Yeah.
that the influence of social media is increasing catching the minds of the teenagers, which is leading to that juvenile crime.
Yes, you could add. Why not? ये एक टॉपिक भी है कि मोबाइल फोन्स की वजह से हाउ our youth is being affected. Mobile phone say yes, it gives you all sorts of information, all right. But then
Okay.
what kind of information or what kind of things that you choose? Anyway, who wants to speak now?
So can I give it a try?
Sir, I want to speak on the
Yeah,
topic
now
lecture
bolo.
on juvenile crime.
Okay,
Can I
okay,
start?
go ahead, bolo.
Can I start, sir?
Shall I start?
Yeah, sure, go ahead, my dear.
Okay, sir. Gentlemen, today I will be discuss on the topic juvenile crime. Juvenile crime is a serious problem that is affected around us, the world. It leaves victim of crime in fear of crime and loss of public safety. Juvenile crime is also costly as it required lawyers, enforcement court, and correction to respond him. Juvenile crime can also include offenses such as theft, vandalization, assault, and even murder. Juvenile crime often committed by young people under the age of 18. Now the question arises, why juvenile crime committed? There are many reasons of committed. Juvenile crime, some committed crime because they are need of some such money, food, and others committed crime because they are angry and frustrated. Still other committed crime because they are bold or looking excitement. Now there are consequences of juvenile crime. It can be severe. Juvenile crime who committed crime may arrested charges with a crime and juvenile detention or jail and prison. Juvenile crime committed crimes may also be expelled from school, driving license, or pediatric employment. So, can we? So we can we prevent this juvenile crime? What are the steps government should take to prevent the juvenile crime? There are numbers of things that can be done prevent juvenile crimes, which including preventing them early detention services for children at risk committed, strengthening family, provide support and awareness to the family and children, providing quality education, and also giving the programs in the school to aware the children in school. Juvenile also creating safe and supporting communities, providing job training and placement program for juvenile will also help, and also addressing the root cause of crime such as poverty and inequality. Gentlemen, now I want to conclude my point that is juvenile crime is a complex problem with no easy solution. However, the understanding the cause of juvenile crime and taking a step to preventing we can help to our community and get them aware so that they can save for everyone. Thank you.
गुड, वेरी नाइसली स्पोकन. बट इसमें
Sir,
थोड़ा
may
सा
I?
अगर आप थोड़ा सा जोश इसमें ऐड कर लें तो बहुत अच्छा होगा. योर
Can I
सब्जेक्ट
try
मैटर
again?
इज वेरी गुड.
Can
You
we at
spoke.
some
Sir, may
point
I?
that
Sir, now may I speak, sir? Adarsh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Gurpreet Singh.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Children are known as the innocent assets of the society. They are considered to be a gift from the God and all are always known for their honest and courageous nature. As we know, children have an active subconscious mind, so they are capable of doing everything. We have an important duty to show them the right path so they can differentiate between right and wrong. It is the duty of the government to provide all children of society equal opportunities for development during the period of growth. So, good evening, friends. I hope that you all might have got the topic till now. Yes, you all guessed it right. The topic of my lecturate is juvenile crime. So, in this lecturate, I will talk about who is a juvenile. I will also talk about the juvenile crimes in India, the reasons for the juvenile crimes, and law for the juvenile crimes, and last but not the least, the conclusion. So, beginning with who is a juvenile? So, friends, for me, juvenile means a person who is a very young, a teenager, or an adolescent, a child who has not yet attained a certain age bracket at which he can be liable for his criminal acts under the as an adult under the law. So, friends, as per the Juvenile Justice Act 2000, a juvenile shall not be treated as an adult even if she is not involved if she is involved in a criminal act for the purpose of trial or punishment in a court of law. So now juvenile crimes in India, as mentioned by my previous speaker, like he told about the Nirbhaya case. Yes, as we all are aware, that in the Nirbhaya case, which took place in 2013, which shocked the whole country. There, among the five accused, one was the juvenile, one was the of a minor age with a juvenile. So, and the reasons for the juvenile crimes. The major reasons for the juvenile crime is low moral values, poor enforcement of laws. As we can say that no one is a a criminal, so circumstances make them so. So, some of the major causes for which the juvenile crimes are uprising because of the poverty, drug abuse, anti-social peer group, and the role of the media and social media. So in India, what I think is that poverty is the major reason for juvenile getting involved in crimes. Now, law for juvenile crimes. According to the Juvenile Justice Act 2000, juveniles may be kept in a custody observation home, while children who require care and protection need to keep in a children's home during that time of their means contempt authority. In the conclusion, I would like just to say that the main reason for the juvenile crimes are lack of education, improper guidance, or the lack of moral values, peer pressure, and the poor enforcement of laws. Thank you.
Absolutely first class. Keep it up. Good,
Yes.
beta. बहुत अच्छा बोले आप.
Can I try, sir?
Thank you, sir.
Excellent.
Can I try?
Excellent. Now
Sir, I want
Can
to
I try, sir?
add some points to this.
I'll
That
just read out the topics which are generally given out. Armed Forces Special Power Act. It is 22 SSB. FDI in
Speak on
Defense,
off.
21 SSB. Yoga, 24 SSB. Reservation System, 31 SSB. Mobile phones, 22 SSB. Dowry System, 1 AFSB. So I just give you on mercy killing, 34 SSB Allahabad. So today we come to an end now of the class because the time is getting over, and tomorrow we will be taking group
Hello,
learning
sir.
exercise.
Hello, sir. Could you repeat these topics once time?
I want to speak on Army Special Power Act.
Sir, I had a small doubt in GT.
हाँ बोलो.
Sir,
I want on Armed
Sir, what
Forces
is the
Special
main
Power.
difference between the GT which is conducted on before screening in and after screening in?
फिर से बोलो बेटा.
Sir, what is the main difference between the group discussion which is done on the first day, before screening in and after screening in?
Oh, I got it. The GD before, rather at the level of PPDT.
Yes, sir.
It is totally related to the picture which is shown to you, and that picture is hazy, and it requires more of your imagination to write the story. Now, once you have written the story in the GD, you have to reach to a group story. That means all of you must have written the story, but whosoever is able to convince and see that this becomes a group story, that is they want it. But here in the GT of SSB or the GTO, you are not required to go to any group agreement. Nothing is required. You are requested to give out your views, discuss your viewpoints, but you don't have to reach a consensus. Whereas in PPDT, you have to reach to that consensus. Now, somebody wanted me to repeat the topics. This topic that I gave you for the lecture was 33 SSB, Armed Forces Special Power Act, 22 SSB, FDI in Defense, 21 SSB, Yoga, 24 SSB, Reservation System, 31 SSB, Sex Education, 4 AFSB, then Dowry System, 1 AFSB. I have got a long list, but some of them I have given you. They are of the general nature which you can give out. Okay, now we come to an end of the class, and tomorrow we will have group planning exercise. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Till
I
then,
have a doubt.
Thank you, sir.
till then,
Okay.
bye bye.
Sir, sir, I
Till
have
then,
a
bye
doubt.
bye.
Jai Hind, sir.
Jain sir.
Jane, sir.
Jain sir.
Jain sir.
Hey, Adarsh, are you here?
Yes, brother.
I mean, the guy who spoke in the last. He was very fluent.
That was others, yes.
Yeah, Adarsh Kumar, I think, Block A. And then that guy, Avinash.
Avinash knows
I think they both left.
Yeah, I see. This shouldn't happen. All right.
Hey, there's any repeater in our group?
Yes, bro.
Yes, I
Okay.
am.
Hey, Raj.
Yes, bro.
Were you screened out or were you recommended?
I am conference out from 3 FSB Gandhinagar.
Conference out.
Yes.
Same Raj, conference out from 3 FSP Gandhi.
Oh, so you must have complete idea of the whole process, right?
Yes,
Both
I
of
have.
you.
Yeah.
Brother, I want to ask something that how many words should I prepare lecture so that we can speak full
For proper words, if you are speaking, then you should prepare for 120 to 130 words.
okay. क्योंकि यार पता है
Rather, focus on the timing. Check the timing first, then calculate the
Yes.
words.
Just
Okay,
try
sir.
to make some questions about that, and it will complete your whole 3 minutes.
मतलब ये है ना भाई, जैसे कि कोई बुक फॉलो करो तो उसमें तो बहुत कंटेंट होता है यार, ऐसा लगता है कि इतना तो नहीं कवर हो पाएगा अगर पूरा रटना रट्टाफिकेशन
अरे
बैठ जाओ तो।
जैसे सर ने अभी जुवेनाइल क्राइम बताया, तो उसमें से दो चार कुछ पॉइंट बना ले, कुछ क्वेश्चंस अपने आप में बना ले, और फिर उसके आंसर तू खुद दे सबके सामने। और जैसे जैसे तू ये सारे क्वेश्चंस खत्म करेगा ना, तो अपने आप टाइम अपने आप ओवर हो जाएगा। सर की 2.5 मिनट की जो बेल होती है वो बज चुकी होगी, फिर तुझे कंक्लूजन देना होगा, अपने पॉइंट्स ऑफ व्यू रखने होंगे तब।
ठीक है भाई। अब भाई जीपी का आइडिया है कुछ?
जीपीई का
हम्म।
जो कल होना है ना, ग्रुप प्लानिंग एक्सरसाइज, उसमें तो बेसिकली होता यूं है कि 4 एक तरीके से टास्क दिए जाएंगे तुम्हें। कुछ कुछ हुआ रहेगा, कहीं पे किसी को चोट लग गई होगी, कहीं पे बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट हो रहा होगा, कहीं पे किसी की गाय चली गई होगी। ऐसे ऐसे 4 टास्क दिए जाते हैं। उसको एक सर्टेन अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम में, तुम्हें एक टाइम गिवन होता है कि तुम्हें यहाँ से कहीं जा रहे हो। लेट्स से मेरा क्विज कंपटीशन था, हम 10 बंदों का, ओके। and we were going from a place which is 15 kilometers, and there a village is there, and फलाना फलाना ऐसा कुछ हुआ कि बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट हो रहा। तो अब हम लोगों को वो सारी टास्क को सॉल्व करना है, बट उसको प्रायोरिटी देना है कि कैसे हम लोग उसको अरेंज करते हैं। वो अपने हिसाब से प्रायोरिटी दी जाती है किसी भी चीज को। जैसे मान लो किसी का खोपड़ा फूट गया है और किसी की गाय चली गई है, तो किसको प्रायोरिटी देना चाहिए?
जिसका सर फूट गया।
हाँ, सीधी सी बात है। तो बस यही चीज को अपने 10 बंदों को टास्क को अरेंज देना, सब टास्क को अरेंज करना है कि हाँ भाई तुम ये करो, तुम ये करो, तुम ये करो। और फाइनल जो अपना टास्क था कि हमें क्विज भी कंप्लीट करना है, तो कुछ पहले प्रायर टाइम पे पहुंचकर अपने क्विज तक भी हमें पहुंचना है और उसको भी कंप्लीट करना है। ऐसे होती है जीपी। और फिर इसके बाद डिस्कशन होता है अपने अपने पॉइंट का। और
कैन यू
फिर
गिव
उसके
योर
बाद
व्हाट्सएप नंबर?
हाँ भाई।
कैन यू गिव योर व्हाट्सएप नंबर?
हाँ भाई, लिख लो।
भाई बताया रुक जा
630
रुक जा भाई रुक जा 630
691
691
9127
9127।
7।
ओके ओके ओके।
हेलो
व्हाट्स
हेलो।
योर नेम?
राज श्रीवास्तव.
Raj Srivastav. Thank you. I will message.
ओके ब्रदर.
राज भाई,
हाँ भाई.
आपने सीपीएसएस भी दिया?
नहीं भाई, सीपीएसएस जब आप रिकमेंड हो जाते हो उसके बाद के लिए होता है. मैं कॉन्फ्रेंस आउट था.
अच्छा भाई, अच्छा। अब कब भाई आप एसएसबी?
दिसंबर में लगनी चाहिए. दिसंबर जनवरी.
भाई मेरी भी एएफएसबी में ही होगी, मुझे बता देना भाई, मुझे पता नहीं.
ठीक है.
अभी फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी आर्मी है के एयरफोर्स?
एयरफोर्स है भाई.
ओके. एक्चुअली मेरी आर्मी लास्ट टाइम आई गॉट 16 marks from 21 SSB.